Good evening and welcome to another episode of your daily show Achievements. I'm your host Fatma Al-Hajri and I'm joined by my co-host Abdul Latif. Good evening, Abdul Latif.
Good evening, Fatma, and as my colleague said, we are your hosts and we will walk you through this episode, so stay tuned after this report.
A successful identity is built on things a person has done. Your most important accomplishments are a very important way for you to measure your success. Colleagues, competitors, and the general public can look at a person's achievements to figure out how successful they are. Most of the time, putting in a lot of work pays off. Most people think a successful life is one of a lot of things to be proud of. When you finish a task, you win over problems or other people. Achieve means to work together to reach a hard and challenging goal. Everyone should be ready to help out and work together if they need to. There are many ways to reach your goal, but in the end, it's up to you to decide how it will pay out in your life. In their careers, some people want to get rich and will be well known. Some people think that even small victories are reasons to have a party. We're all different, so we all have our own thoughts on everything. In the end, though, everyone wants to be happy, and everything you do in life will help you to get closer to that ultimate goal.
Welcome back, our viewers. Tonight we're having with us a really professional photographer, but in a whole new concept of photography. The underwater photography is a new field in Kuwait, yet our guest and his team have already managed to get the first and the second place in worldwide on that field. Our guest and his team is the first Arab team that participated in the World Championship. Please welcome with us Mr. Mahdi bin Haider. Welcome, Mr. Mahdi, and thank you for to come here and to be as our guest in this show.
Good evening. Thank you very much to have me here and talk about my achievement or my team and what we have done in Underwater Photography Championship.
It is our pleasure to have you here. Of course, we have a lot of questions for you. And I think our dear viewers are really interested in this kind of photography scene.
Underwater photography, not any other photography.
Yeah.
And since I took some background about you and about the field that you into, I got really interested.
It's really difficult to make them together. At the beginning, I was using just the camera above the water, and it was really beautiful to shoot above the ground and above the sea, but I decided just to start doing that underwater.
Under the water?
Yeah, I need to see what they have. How can I take a picture and show to other people, non-divers? So my challenge was to do a scuba diving course at the beginning, and when I went there to have my first license, they told me, you cannot take your camera directly up in the first license. You have to finish the first license, second license, and check your buoyancy. Should be a perfect buoyancy to holding your camera with you all the time. So I started that in 2010, I think. It was my first dive. After that, course after course, until I got my underwater photography license. So from that time, I got my camera with me all the time.
So you weren't actually going into scuba diving to dive into water, but to actually, the main goal was to film everything underwater.
Exactly.
It's different from each other, right?
Exactly. You need to be familiar with your camera above the water at the first, to know how the button works underwater, because when you put the camera inside the case, it's going to be different from above the water. So you have to practice all the time with your camera, with your bottoms, flash as well, strobe lights, all that equipment you need it beside the scuba diving equipment itself. So it's really difficult to have two equipment with you all the time.
It's
scuba
really
diving
different.
and camera, yeah.
Of course, yes, it's really different. But I wanted to ask you, do I have to be a professional diver to be a photographer underwater?
You should be a photographer above the water, to know the manual, the f-stop, what is the ISO, or what is the shutter speed. All that information you need to know it to take it with you under the water. So at least you can take a good picture with a good light, without any noise underwater because, you know, at the 5 meter, you will lose the light from the sun. So you need to change the light with the flash or strobe light.
Of course.
And, it's really rare to see something like that. Do you think that's also, Fatma?
I think that's very rare, especially in Kuwait. I think it can be very hard to actually do that because you mentioned there's a lot of different licenses you have to take first.
Yeah.
And after that, you actually have to be interested in photography. There's a lot of things you need to know in order to be an underwater photographer.
Exactly.
Can you tell us about your home ground and how did you start it at first?
Let me tell you something. We have a treasure here in Kuwait, which is the sea. Some countries, they don't have the sea. So when all your family, or it's like a culture when you do the diving to find what they called it in English, dana, I think. So it's something like we used to have it in our culture, the diving itself. But because we have the seaside, we do all the time the swimming in the summertime, and when you go to the chalet and dive with your family or just swimming with your family, I tried to do the scuba diving. So when I did the scuba diving at the beginning, it's really difficult. It's not like, yeah, let me do the scuba diving directly. But with the practice, as I said before, with the practice you will be perfect underwater with your equipment, the diving equipment, not the camera. Year after year, year after year. And of course, if you go to another country where the Red Sea, for example, the visibility is different from Kuwait and the other countries. So you will find a new experience in that country.
Every time you dive in different countries.
In different country, yeah.
Of course, and you mentioned there are some struggles in the beginning when you learned how to scuba dive.
Exactly.
Can you share some of the struggles with us?
Yeah, because it's something new with you. When you wear the equipment, how can I breathe? How can I do the buoyancy? How I will be on the bottom or on the top? I don't know all those information. So with the practice or with a trainer or an instructor with you, no, you have to do a little bit of weight, add weight to make your buoyancy perfect. Okay, you have two regulators. One, it's like a safety one for the other bodies. Or you can use it if you have any problem with your regulator where we take the air from our tank. It's like a hose with the equipment, you put it on your mouth, so you breathe normally, same as above the water. So you have some problem at the beginning.
Of course, that can be a little bit hard, but you have tried scuba diving, have you?
I tried it. It was really hard at first. Yeah. I tried it before I learned how to swim at first.
Yeah, you have to do it.
Ironic.
Exactly. To be honest, it's not like just go to the sea and jump. You have to do the course at the beginning.
Inside the swimming pool, yes.
A swimming pool.
True.
Also, there is lessons in the classroom, so the instructor will be with you all the time, even under the water, until you graduate from the scuba diving course. You get your license, so you always have to have a buddy with you to dive, so you don't dive alone. That's
of course
our rule.
That's
dive
dangerous.
Alone, die alone. It's the first rule on the book. Dive alone, die alone. So we don't dive alone. Always with a buddy.
We will not dive alone.
Exactly.
Thank you for that advice.
Yeah.
But I think it's more fun when you learn how to dive and when you go like alone, because you want like free diving, what it's called.
It's a free diving without equipment, but also there is a safety with you. Your friends is going to be with you as well.
You have to bring someone with you, more
you
experience also.
More experience, even if it's at the same level with you, he should be there all the time. Anything happen, he will assist you to bring you outside from the deep or from anywhere you are.
Welcome back, our viewers. Tonight we're having with us one of the most successful individuals in Kuwait. He is known as a motorcycle racer. His achievements is not just in Kuwait but all around the Middle East. To achieve what he already achieved, you have to be brave and fearless. Please welcome with us the Kuwaiti champion, Mr. Mishal Anazi. Welcome, Mr. Mishal, and thank you for being here with us at Achievements.
Thank you. Welcome. My pleasure.
So, Mr. Mish'al, we wanted to ask you about your early steps on this field and how did you start to be a motorcycle racer, professional motorcycle racer? Can you tell us when did you start exactly, at what year?
In 2014 or 2015 in the street, first time I learned about the motorcycle.
About the motorcycle,
Yes.
and how did you start it? So you started at the regular motorcycle,
Yeah, regular one.
The race- the racing
standard
one.
yes, standard.
only walking around with your friends.
Yes.
Of course,
Like-
I think this is an important question we usually ask our guest Abdul Latif. Is it something that was affected by your home ground? Did it start with your family, this kind of sports? Or did you enjoy it with just friends and not family?
Yes, first time my uncle teach me how to ride bike, and he take me to the Kuwait motorcycle club. Before the Kuwait Motor Town, they built it before maybe 3 years or 4 years now. But I like the sport.
Motorcycle.
Yes, the sports motorcycle, and after that I take my line.
Do you still right now still riding with your uncle and with your
No, no,
family?
no.
Or you only for championship racing?
No, only for the championship racing. No.
You don't walk around here in
No,
Kuwait?
no.
Of course, I
Gulf
think it's
Street.
kind of dangerous maybe to drive here in
Yeah,
Kuwait
it is
sometimes.
dangerous.
Yes.
Yes.
It is, unfortunately, at the past few years, for our viewers, we need some more awareness about riding a motorcycle. I wish to buy one. My dream is to buy one, a Harley one. But unfortunately, we don't have much of awareness, so I'm afraid
it's
to get
dangerous
be
on the
hit.
street يعني, because too many people يعني,
The reckless
Too many
driving.
people, yes.
Yes,
Yes,
yeah.
of
Reckless
course, and they're not wearing the protection gear. I think this is one of the
we
most
wear
important
everything.
things.
No, we wear everything, helmet and boots and يعني, all the safety things, but still dangerous. يعني.
Yes, of course.
So, why did you choose motorcycle and racing and championships at the first? Why you didn't like choose maybe an art or maybe like football or basketball?
There is an action in motorcycle.
there is this kind of thrill when you drive
the-
the
yes.
motorcycle. You
The
don't get in
dangerous
different
and
sports.
the dangerous feeling,
Yeah, then and high adrenaline.
high adrenaline,
Yeah.
of course.
So when was your first race that you joined?
First race in Bahrain. First time for me, and they teach me how to race. يعني, in all.
It was different for you.
Yes, yeah.
Of course. Can you tell us about the experience? Was it stressful? Did you have a hard time going there and participating in the event?
Yes, first time. يعني,
It was hard, I think.
yeah, it's very hard and dangerous also because I cannot do anything. I don't. يعني,
Of course,
So
your
it
first.
was-
I think the first time for anyone joining a championships can be stressful and it can be hard because there is a lot of rules, a lot of regulations, and a lot of competitors as well.
yeah, right.
Even
I don't
for
know
the
about
bike.
يعني, everything in motorcycle and in drag race exactly. يعني.
It's hard a little bit.
Yes.
So, do you think it's dangerous? It's too dangerous, maybe to travel with your motorcycle, to maybe to go to another country?
No, we take it with us. يعني, I don't ride it.
You don't drive it to
No,
Bahrain?
not from
Oh,
here
you should
to
try
Bahrain.
that.
No.
I think it's
We
fun.
take
I
it in
think
track.
maybe you need to go in a group in order to travel with a motorcycle because driving solo and traveling the country can be a little bit difficult and dangerous,
Yeah.
of course.
What if
That's
something
not
happened to you?
for the drag racer. Drag racer take the bike with a truck, not riding into Bahrain يعني, or anything anyway.
And do you have maybe something to prepare before you start? Because you have to go to truck your bike to Bahrain to go there.
You mean preparing the bike? Or
No. Preparing to travel.
Yeah,
Not
preparing to travel.
because that's a whole different question.
Uh-huh.
Preparing for to travel. And do you like ship the bike with a tow truck or maybe
Yes.
with a pickup truck? You
Yeah, with pickup or truck, big truck, take يعني, too many bike inside.
And can you tell us about the driver that you learned some moves from? That of course you have some champion
Yes.
that like Michael Schumacher in Formula One.
Right.
Of course you have your own Michael Schumacher in
Yes.
motorcycle.
I have
Who's your
a
Michael
Kuwaiti
Schumacher?
champ.
Kuwaiti
I have Kuwaiti
champ?
champ, yeah. His name is Mish'al Sabr. He teach me too much يعني, in drag race.
Oh, so he was your coach?
And he also, yeah, yes, he also a drag racer, and now he's in America now. We have a drag race there.
Drag race.
So when it comes to your favorite championship, which one would you say is your favorite so far?
My favorite and the all drive, the biker drive is Valentino Rossi.
Why is that?
Because he have his own business and his own bike and يعني he have everything يعني
You have
everything you hope to is
and
like an
everything you look up to.
inspiration. Yes,
Yes.
of course.
Inspiration.
Yeah.
And so, of course, but your moves, your skills, Mishal, you got your skills from somewhere, not only your coach.
No.
Maybe YouTube or like
Yes.
some model that you look
Yeah,
up
I
to.
learned from YouTube and see my friend.
You learn some tricks from them,
Yes.
some movements.
Yeah,
Of course.
we all do this.
Of course. And what time would you say is the best time for you to practice this kind of sport?
We have only three months because the weather here in Kuwait is too hot, and we have maybe
No, more than 3 months, I think.
no maybe. يعني
Maybe in the
because
summer
it's
because
a-
it's very hot and to wear
Yes.
all the gear it
we
can
cannot
be
we cannot
overheating.
drive bike in summer.
Yes,
Yes.
from November to March, I think it's 5 months.
Yes, not 5 exactly, يعني 3 months.
3 months for the championship.
Yes.
And I think it's magical when you try, because I tried 2 times to ride a motorcycle, and I don't know if you tried it, Fatma, from before, but you are right about the adrenaline rush. It's wonderful, the feeling. It's wonderful. It's like you're riding.
I've tried
the
dirt
park?
bikes. I used to ride dirt bikes, yes. So
Oh,
I
mashallah.
yeah.
You used to try
I
ride
understand
bikes?
what you're yes. With
I
my
think it's more
siblings,
dangerous.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's more dangerous than
Yeah, it's
the
more
dirt
dangerous
bike
from drag bike, right?
I haven't
I don't like
tried.
the dirt bike.
Really? I love dirt
Yeah.
bikes.
No,
so,
I'm
yeah.
afraid from dirt bike.
You're afraid of them?
Yes,
How?
because it's more dangerous. More dangerous the drag bike.
It's really wonderful. So I wanted to ask you also about since you are getting ready for championships then at the next month, right? Do you have something you are want to do like a hobby, like something at your free time, between championships, between trainings?
Yes, we are all
Swimmings.
in summer. They haven't nothing to do, yani. We're playing billiardo or something like that. Travel.
Welcome back, our dear viewers. Tonight we're having with us a lady with an amazing imagination. She translates her mind into art. She is known as an artist. She already participated in many local and international cons such as CommonFest and MEFCC and much more. She also worked on so many ads and original cartoon series. Please welcome with us the artist, Miss Miriam Shaya. Welcome, Miriam.
Good evening. Thank you for having me.
It's our pleasure to have you here, of course.
It
We'd
is.
like to know more about you being an artist, and we have so many questions for you.
Yeah, I'm excited for this
Also, your
interview.
achievements are really good, and we would love to know. But from the start, can you tell us about your early steps and how you started?
Okay, so it all started since very young age, where all children used to love drawing, and I was one of them. I was very inspired by the shows that were on TV, such as any cartoon from Space Toon, from NBC3, and I was very fascinated by the style. So there was a specific style that I liked so much, which was the anime style, the Japanese style of drawing. So I used to copy the characters that I used to love, and from there I think it started to grow in me.
So were you copying them from the TV, or were you printing them and just copying them as sketches?
I remember I think I used to buy notebooks that has the characters that I love, or bags or whatsoever.
And you'd copy it?
Yes, yeah.
It's really
and-
good. I'm also into anime a lot.
Oh
I'm
really?
into the Japanese style. I
It's
love,
the
I love
best.
also. Yeah, it is. So you participated also in the ComFest and the MFSs?
Yeah, the first one I participated was back in 2017, and I decided to work on my merchandise. So I made my own keychains and pins and
It's
stickers.
like the one that you are wearing right now.
No, this is something I bought because I like it.
But maybe the same idea, the keychains.
Keychains of characters. So I draw the character, I print them on acrylic materials, and then I would sell them for people.
Also, you sketched like the pictures that we are seeing right now, right?
Oh yes, it's all like done digitally. This is my main.
It's beautiful. Your work is really amazing.
Oh, thank you.
So, do you think your home background affected you in that way to become an artist that you are today?
I would say so because also when I was young, I remember seeing my mother sketching on paper, and these sketches were simple, but for me it was very interesting. So from there, I picked up the pen and like tried to like sketch on my own.
Of course, I think that's very interesting because sometimes, you know, family, they affect you in so many ways.
True,
so
true.
that kind of habit you picked up of your mother is
Yes.
how you started in this art industry, especially with your work. You can tell there's a lot of effort, a lot of work that goes into it. There's a lot of
True,
different
true.
Original ideas.
That's
yeah.
good. This one with the milk. It's really interesting. So I would love to ask you also, but your mom she's an artist. She also draws and sketches.
I would say not really an artist, but she just
If she
like
draws, she's an
scribbles.
artist.
As a hobby.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you know, like how we draw a stick man or whatsoever. So like it was a very very simple drawings, but it caught my attention a lot.
Is that the thing that made you to choose this line to walk on? Maybe is it the same reason that made you to be an artist for like sketches and like the things that you are doing right now?
I noticed that it grew as a passion by time. So I found myself having fun while doing this hobby. So that's why I decided to like move on with this hobby itself.
So when was it exactly that you decided like this is what I love, this is what I want to do, I want to be an artist and this is what I'm going to pursue?
I would say around middle school, maybe on 7th grade or 8th grade. I was surrounded by my friends at my class that also are interested in the same hobby. So I saw how they draw and it encouraged me to also draw by myself as well.
Of course, I think
It's really
to
good.
actually have friends who have this kind of passion as well for art is important, especially for an artist at the beginning.
Sure.
To actually have this kind of friends and have these kind of things in common where you share your ideas, your drawings.
And it's
Yeah.
also special when you found your hobby or you found your passion inside school. I think this kind of hobbies and this kind of the things that you love will always grow with you and it will stick with you maybe for years and years. But also we would love to know about since you started as an artist right now, is it maybe there's something else you would love to do? Maybe like in maybe art class or maybe the gym class. Is it maybe there's also something special except art, except the drawing?
Yeah, I would say that I like to try different mediums and different things to like get into. So recently I'm like getting into animation, which is also different than art because there's certain rules for like drawing, let's say frame by frame, and it requires different mental set. And also I've been trying to get into streaming. So I try to stream art or stream games.
Stream while you are playing games? And all?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I do that also.
Oh
It's
yeah.
really interesting.
It's very interesting because you interact with people live, and it's a fun activity to have with other people.
Of course, and how do you usually improve your skills when it comes to graphic designs and your art in general? How do you improve yourself? Do you watch something on YouTube channel? Do you take classes, courses? What do you do exactly?
Yes, exactly. It was all self-taught. So I learned from YouTube, from Instagram. They sometimes put tutorials, the artists I follow. And in general, like the more I search online, I try to like take tips here and there. And also I take tips from artists I follow or my friends, and they help me to improve.
I think that's very impressive to be self-taught with these kind of graphics and these kind of details. It's
beautiful.
amazing.
Thank
I think
you.
it's very hard to do by yourself.
It is not that easy, but once you have passion, I think you don't mind like learning or like spending time just to.
So after the
learn.
episode also I'm going to to let you know my favorite enemy, so you can do some
Oh,
keychain
please.
for that.
Do that.
I like it. But that's really nice, Miriam. And stay with us, ladies and gentlemen, as we come back to learn more about Miriam in this report.
Maryam Shaya. Maryam Shaya is a Kuwaiti digital artist, graphic designer, and merchandise design streamer. She currently works as an artist and animator in Sandglobe Animation Studio. Maryam has participated in many conferences, including local and international, such as Confest and MEFCC. Moreover, she worked on local animation advertisements like Sayyid's, Shayma Bannai, and 6th Street. Maryam also managed to work on different original cartoon series like Fabio and Baba Aziz. In addition, the Kuwaiti graphic designer Maryam also created merchandise such as keychains, pins, and stickers. She managed to work on different local and international commissions like artworks, comic logo designs, and Twitch assets. We are proud to have such an artistic achievement from young Kuwaiti female. Keep up the good work, Maryam. Maryam certainly did not stop there. She practiced drawing in different techniques, some of what are old drawings of hers. She focused on how to improve and develop herself by each artwork. Sometimes Maryam recreates one of her old drawings just to see how much she has improved, and that makes her feel very proud of herself. By doing that, she can observe how far she has come with her current skills, compared to what she did years ago. While creating her artworks, Maryam has definitely faced some hardships, such as having to go through the process of manufacturing her artwork. Maryam always has the passion to show how she can improve herself. She focuses on how to enhance a certain drawing or even how to make it more appealing. As she is always not afraid to tackle new experiences, one of them was getting more familiar with animation and recreating her favorite scenes in anime style. By doing that, Maryam learns where she can improve herself and how she can fix her artworks. Maryam has been able to achieve many things. One of them was having her artwork, The Passing of Lunar Princess, displayed in gallery in IYN in Osaka, Japan. This was a significant opportunity for Maryam to have such an amazing artwork go on display worldwide. By each year, Maryam has seen a huge improvement in her work. She will decide if the artwork is good enough or strives to do a better one. She has been able to express herself in her artworks without feeling strict about the process. Some of the artworks take longer as usual, while others may end in short amount of time. Certainly, a drawing with more details will require longer time. However, Maryam loves what she's doing and enjoys all of the time spent on art and drawings. Assuredly, these artworks require a lot of time and focus. However, Maryam does not stop there and continues working on what she loves. We are proud of you for having such talent as a young Kuwaiti girl.
Welcome back, our dear viewers. We're back with our guest, Maryam. Of course, Maryam, we have a lot more questions for you, but I think first we'd like to know more about your favorite time to do what you love, your art. So what time do you think is the best time to do art? Because sometimes, people, they prefer to work at night. So what about you?
I am one of those people. I do prefer working at night for some reason. Maybe because I don't have anything to do at night. I have more time to focus on what I'm doing, and sometimes I would stay even till morning and just like draw and practice or do whatever.
I think
don't
that's
know
very
why.
interesting. Most
It
artists
is, but I don't know
usually
why
have the
most
same
of the artists, they love to practice
at
the
night.
art at night.
Yes, for
I think
some
that's
people.
very interesting. I
And the
think
sport people, they love to practice
In
their
the
sport
morning.
in the morning.
Yes.
So there's a secret about that.
we should know. We should try to figure it
should
out.
know.
Maybe do a research about these kind of things.
So, and also we would love to know about your, who's your biggest fan?
I'm not sure, honestly, because anyone can be. I never focus on this.
Maybe your father?
Maybe.
Because
Maybe.
as we know, your father is really one of your biggest fans.
Yeah, I would say maybe like the people who follow me on my Instagram account. I have some friends that are interested in my art as well.
Thank you so much for this amazing advice and for being here in Achievement. It was really a pleasure to have you with us, and we had so much fun. We learned so much from graphic design and art and about your passions. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Agree, and thank you for that. And with that, our dear viewers, we reached our time. Hope you enjoyed this episode. See you tomorrow, and goodbye.
Goodbye.